try to tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Okay. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always say it's something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it. One take. We're not even doing it again. Keep that. That's the one.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of This Might Not Go Away. Yeah. Episode 186. We in the building. You ain't know who it is. It's the host with the most, Be Breezy, aka Poppy Sazon.
Yes. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Slick Grayson. How y'all doing out there?
You already know what you gotta do. Please download the live podcast app on iOS and Android, and please follow us on all social media. This might not go well. If any brand deals, business opportunity, please email us at thismightnotgowell@gmail.com. Episode 186. How you feeling this week, brother?
I'm chilling, bro. A little for today was a tiring day. I don't know. It's just like in general, everybody was like they was tired. I was late to work. Like everybody's just like, yo, what's happening today? But in general, I think life is good right now. Weather starting to break for the cooler. Baby girl just had her first cold, so that was a unique experience. Yeah, man, just trying to stay disciplined. I think the working out has been something that's been extremely helpful. Routine has been extremely helpful. I know the getting dark in before 6 o'clock is ass, but I enjoy. I don't know. I feel like I'm more productive in this phase because I wake up. My alarm going off at 5 doesn't annoy me because there's a little bit of sunlight, extra sunlight at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. So I feel like I can be a little bit more productive, which I am trying to. It's gonna be maximized on. But yeah, man, things is good. Things is good. We missed last week, so we here. We're gonna get through. We try to catch up on what's happening in the world. But if a nigga fall asleep, he fall asleep. Y'all know how that go. How you doing, B?
Wait. What disclaimer was that?
That's life. That is life. Legitimately, hey, when you got all this different stuff happening and you, like I said, new phases of life. Sometimes I'm gonna talk my shit till I get tired, and then when I get quiet, y'all better enjoy the Be Breezy show.
All right, okay, we got your disclaimer. A few shout outs. Shout out to Jazz of All Trade. If you don't know, she designed the logo for us and some other things. Shout out to her. It was her birthday this past week. Shout out to her. Shout out to the ladies of Sigma Gamma Rho. Happy Founders Day, ladies. Shake that monkey all night. Sigma love, I got y'all. Also, this shout out for me. What's the Schoolboy Q song? Thank God for me.
Thank God for me.
Fuck it. Thank God for me. You heard? I'm here. We blessed and ready to fucking pod. You feel me? All right. Before we get started on the political slick, because we missed out on the big election results and all that good stuff, and all y'all was crying. On social media.
I'm so glad we we missed a couple of days. We can talk about that in a minute, though.
Facts. But first of all, we want to send our deepest condolence to Quincy Jones. He passed away. And also, I want to give a shout out to this man, even though I didn't really watch too much of his movies because he was a scary character for your boy. But RIP to Tony Todd. If you didn't know who he was the Candy Man. RIP to him as well. He passed away. We lost a lot of great black actors and musicians. So RIP to those two individuals. And shout out to Quincy Jones. This is something I want to live my kids by. He had 6 or 7 kids and he left them 80 mil each.
Fire.
Talking about inheritance. And Rashida Jones, if you need a shoulder to cry on, boo, I've been loving you since The Best Man. I love you, girl. Slapping the biz. But yeah, let's get into some political slick talk. All right, the results are in. Teflon Donnie has officially become the 47th president of the United States. No applause, crickets. What we do it over here, Slick?
All
You're not
right,
going. You're not going. You got to play Big Meech or Larry Hoover.
yeah, nah, dog. That the crickets is genuinely how I feel about it. I mean, let's start with you. How did you feel when you woke up? Because everybody woke up at like 3:00 in the morning and saw, oh, he's about to really win this shit twice. How'd you feel when you recognized that?
Bro, I was preparing myself for the Met. Okay, this might not go well. I didn't really care about the results too much. Shout out to Kamala. I want to give her a little. I want to give her flowers for what she did.
Oh, you muted, bro.
My fault. I muted myself when I hit the mic. Shout out to Kamala for what she done in the last couple of months and the short amount of time to get that many electoral votes. But also shout out to her for listening to criticism, because one of the biggest things that they placed on her was black male voters. And over the last 2 months, she had dedicated a lot of her time to go on black male podcasts, except for us. But, you know, she went and then she had conversations, and she even had even though you could say what did you want about potential legislation that she wanted to do for us, she at least had something, and she at least was trying to gather us, even though we wasn't the problem. But Slick, overall, to answer your question, I was preparing for the gender war. All that next day, that Wednesday, Slick, I was just telling black women I love them, but please don't hate black men. please don't bring us in this discussion, Slick. What about you?
Is it showtime? Is my time? Okay. Let me pull the mic so you know sometimes it go in and out. When I woke up, I was a little shocked.
Hold on.
When I woke
That
up,
was crazy.
fuck you.
Sometimes it goes in and out.
That's crazy. That's wild. Be your own niggas. All right. Anyways, so when I woke up, I looked and I was like, "That's a 260? Where he get 260 from?" But then as I was thinking about it, I remember in 2020 when I went to go vote, lines was packed. Like, you was even if you had pre-registered or you already like you had your information, you had to wait a little, at least 30, 40 minutes to get to the voting booth. I went to work. I took a Uber to the poll. I was in and out in maybe 8 minutes. And it wasn't like there was an outstanding line. I was like, ooh, this isn't a good sign. And then when the narrative kept going throughout the night of, hey, if she hits these swing states, she'll win automatically. It's like, if that's all we have to rely on, all it take was 1 or 2 of the swing states to, you know, go red, which they all did actually, and you're cooked. So when it was pretty much revealed, I guess would be the word, that Trump has pretty much a shoo-in to win the election, and she had canceled her speech at Howard, and, you know, Trump was getting ready to do his victory lap at Mar-a-Lago, I was just kind of like, I guess to your point, I was a little sort of indifferent, even though we understand what this means, until it was revealed that the Republicans are taking the House, and it's like they was clean sweeping this shit. Like they wilded out. They took the majority and everything. So I think now we're in that scary place where it's like, does our day-to-day really change? If you're in the stock market, you know, you're making bread right now. You know, you're hearing rumors about the interactions between the U.S. and its allies and enemies differently because of the way Trump portrays himself and his connections and whatnot. But we're going to not see the damage of this election for probably the next 10 years plus, because there's a very good chance that Trump will be able to instill another Supreme Court justice or two. There is, with the red majority, it's very much possible, not very much possible, there's a high probability that there's going to be a revocation of women's reproductive rights. There's discussions of dismantling the Department of Education and funding of public schools from a federal level. There's discussions of white reparations. There's discussions, that's some wild shit. Like the white people were disenfranchised through the DEI. Like, oh my God, you crackers can't enough mind. But it's one of those things that it's like I'm looking at the electoral map right now, and granted, we're going to talk about this in the next segment, but it's like all the Democratic Party can do is look in the mirror and say, how do we fuck this up? And there's a lot of ways we're going to talk about how they fucked it up. But the silent majority won. One thing we can always say in those consistently red states, they tell you who they are. They have their principles. And the biggest comment that I said, I think I said it to my fam maybe a week before the election, and they looked at me like I was crazy. Did we really think America, middle America, was going to select a biracial, non-white, not even white presenting woman become the president after Hillary Clinton, who was the epitome of political white woman, couldn't get it done? So
preach on that.
Yeah, so Trump term 2, he's already appointed Elon Musk. He's appointed the owner of the Kings to his department that's going to oversee like business practices. Marco Rubio is Secretary of State. He's made some moves that are questionable. Again, he's put out his 10-point plan. Concealed carry is going to be, he's trying to get that push in every state. Like, things can get a little spooky. Like I said, we might not, our immediate day-to-day doesn't change, but a lot of the way the structure of this country has been built upon is going to be shaken and possibly, reorganized in a way that is not beneficial to only those that are in the small majority.
Bro. And I agree with you 110%. Because if anybody don't know, we're still kind of living off of stuff from the Obama administration, and that's 8 years ago. So I can only imagine a decade from now, we're going to have to deal with the repercussions from term 2. The silver lining in all of this, Slick, is unless he and the Congress switches the amendment where they limit terms for president, this is his last time running. We don't have to deal with this person anymore. And that's my only silver lining in this. But Slick, we can go into what did the Dems do wrong. And the Dems did a lot of things wrong. Kamala, I just gave you your flowers. I'll have to give you some criticism. Prior to you getting the candidacy, people was asking, where the hell is Kamala? All last year, Slick, we felt like Joe Biden won the election and he stuffed you behind the scenes and nobody heard from you after Joey did it. So that was one of the biggest things going against her. And then the problem with the Democratic Party is we're not centralized like the Republican Party. Republican Party, for the most part, there's different factions in the Republican Party, but overall, they want less state, they want less federal involvement. They want to have their money, and you know what this election showed me, Slick? All this rights, no offense to all my LGBTQ people, but all these rights and humanitarian, people, Americans don't care about that shit. Niggas care about the inflation, Slick. Prices are high. Buying a house, getting a loan. Just everything is going up. Slick. Trump just said he would do something about it. And that was enough to capture most Americans' attention. Instead, for Kamala, I felt like she was all over the place. And she didn't stand 10 toes down. Because look, in Michigan, there's a lot of Palestinians or Arab people there. She was trying to go, try to appease them. But then in the other state, she was pro-Israel. So to me, the whole Democratic Party thing, from what I've been seeing the last couple of years, we are too all over the place and we don't have a central message. While the other side, even though they have their internal issues, are more centralized than us. That's my 2 cents. What about you, Slick?
I agree. I think that when you really look at it, it's we've had this conversation, which is why I don't feel as passionate about it. it's impossible to do 50 things at once and do them each one efficiently. And the Democrats, as Bernie Sanders said, he summed it up, they got away from bread and butter issues. If the Republicans are focused on rich people and making sure that they get as much money as possible and, less government involvement, and you stand by your bootstraps and you make your bread, the Democrats should have been, hey, we're providing aid to those that need it, but we're also trying to help everybody, we're doing the public programs and whatnot that'll help people make their lives easier that are in the middle. And that wasn't the case. That was not the conversation or the direction of the Harris-Walz campaign. Right? I'm not going to make that an indictment on her because, again, at the end of the day, as a candidate, even as president, you are the figurehead of the organization, but not necessarily, the end-all, be-all, if that makes sense. Democrats have fallen to this wayside of thinking that we got to throw rappers for the black community and Latino and brown communities, and we gotta be seen on the shows and the podcasts. Just let them see us, see that we look like them, that we can relate to them, and they'll vote for us. But we've talked about what are you doing for us, and we've made the jokes about Donnie sent us a stimmy, or Biden got the game fucked up with these gas prices and things like that. We understand that the political process, like every president does things that you don't again see until the long term plays out. But the Democrats have mishandled many things. The genocide that's currently happening in the Middle East, refusing to, call it what it is, or pandering, right? The Democrats have been a team of panderers. They are legitimately, they say what they want to, they're pimps. They plays, basically. I'm going to tell you what you want to hear in front of your face. I'm going to make you believe that I'm going to do what I got to do for you. And then when push comes to shove, I can't do it. Right? They're that dad. They're that dad. The Dadocrats. They are the dad.
Ooh, the Dadocrats.
I promise you, I'm going to get you these pair of sneakers before the first day of school. Show me, there's them in the store. I'm going to pick them up. Why don't we buy them today? Oh, no, I got to go pick them. I got to go to work, get my check, do whatever, go to town, come back. I'm going to get them for you. First day of school comes. You don't got the sneakers. You wearing your shits from the end of last school year. That is what it's like to be a supporter of the Democrats right now. No message, no unity. And the shit they focus on, the shit they focusing on is not deemed as important, right? Trump pretty much spelled out how he's gonna fuck up this country.
Yeah.
And as soon as he won, talking about money, if you bought crypto, Dogecoin, Shiba, all of those things, Bitcoin, them shits went kaboom. If you had to save, if you saved a couple of coins from 2020, you made a couple dollars. That's what people want. And not to say that this is going to be ongoing, because it could be it's a lot of different ways. We're not going to talk about the finances of everything, but you saw immediate impact. I would say financially, the impact of Trump winning has, and it's historically the market does well, depending on whenever president comes in, but the impact of Trump winning is probably more impactful than what we've seen from the Democrats in the last 4 years. Because what is Biden's legacy going to be? What did the last 4 years stand for? We saw cost of living go up.
More about his health.
Yeah, but we've seen cost of living go up. We've seen the U.S. debt increase, and we've been on a precipice of World War III. Granted, whether it was his fault or from the previous, whatever, like, this is what you see underneath him. Our lives got harder, and we saw the country send billions and billions of dollars everywhere but here. We just had a recent storm where they sent, what, $700 or something like that to people? Well, it probably wasn't even that much.
FEMA, yeah.
Right? Trump just made some people.
We've seen you give aid to foreign countries while we still have homelessness and prices are rising here. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about billions of dollars to Ukraine and other places.
Mm-hmm. So it's one of those things where, like, it sucks. We understand that morally, should he be president? Probably not. Like, the fact that a rapist, tax evader, abuser, whatever, all these different terms that we can call Trump racist, like, should never be president. But alas, this is our reality right now. So,
and that's why the Democrats of all trades is a master of none. We have not have a master of all none. We try to appease so many people and try to, like, find ourselves in other folks, but we're not listening to people. Donald Trump, for the most part, has listened to his people. Now, whether he's going to follow through, the seems to see, we got to see it, but their message been straight up, and we forget how racist this country is. We forget, that's why, and this gonna sound bad. This might not go well. When we focus on all other people's rights and all these extra stuff, I keep forgetting that majority of us live in major cities. You feel me? Y'all tend to look over the overflown states a lot, and they make sure their voices are heard. So, man, I mean, we just gotta see what it goes through. We got the next 4 years, but I really want to talk about Slick, and this might not go well again. Black women.
It wasn't us. Keep you mad at us. That's all you got.
Please, I really see the narratives. Don't divide us. Black people in general, this is the time that we have to be unified more than ever. And first of all, lump us in with POCs. I don't know how many times we had to start saying this. They are not our allies. They don't give a fuck about us. And also, women, I'm talking about women in general, don't look at male voters. Look at the women voters. You had a majority of white women voting for Trump both times. But Hillary and Kamala, something that y'all have to have a conversation about in the women community of why y'all going for him other than Kamala. Because you can't really play the race card, Slick, because they didn't vote for Hillary, and she's like the staple white wife. She hold down her man cheating. She worked, she educated, and they still didn't vote for her. So of course they wasn't gonna vote for Kamala. But Slick, one thing that this showed me was why is so much. I didn't realize, Slick, in the black. So give a little context for the black community of a little internal little beefs that we have in the black community. So oftentimes Africans who come from Africa kind of disapprove of African Americans, and Caribbean Americans or just Caribbeans kind of separate themselves from African Americans. So those are you can say that's kind of like the general, like how we kind of divide the black community, right? For the most part, at least on the east side. Slick, I didn't know there was that much separation within the Hispanic community, Slick. Growing up in New York, obviously we heard of the Dominicans and the Puerto Ricans, be having slight beefs amongst each other. Slick, Mexicans don't be fucking with Mexicans. Slick, I've been hearing so much stories online, like, yeah, even though I was allowed here, keep them other ones back in their country. I'm like, oh shit, it's beef over there. There's certain Hispanic countries that be like, yeah, I'm with Trump, strong borders, and all that. And I'm sitting here looking at this like, oh shit, I failed to realize the eternal beefs in the Latino community. Slick, what's your thoughts on that? Because that's what really prevailed him this time around.
Yeah, the number of Latino men that voted for Trump was outrageous. But yeah, I mean, I think it's the idea of like, and pardon me if people feel I misspeak on this, it comes from the idea of acceptance. Like, once I get here, I'm good. I know what y'all doing back over there. Don't bring that over here. And it's like, we're seeing it with black people. Like, once you get out the hood, I'll visit the hood, but I ain't staying. You feel me?
That's a fact.
So I think it's just one of those major situations. And it's disheartening because it's like, fuck, man. Like, at the end of the day, it's going to come down to, like, I think Trump won 2% more of the popular vote than Hillary. I know in Atlanta, it was like 35% of black men voted for him too. And I was like, yo, bro, what y'all doing? But it all comes down to what people are hurting. And traditionally, when people are hurting, you see the shift in sides of like who was in there. Whether I know you're not the good person, but the other person not help me out either. I can't live like this for another 4. Let's see what happens. And unfortunately, people won't take the good with the bad on that one.
So Democrats, a piece of advice: listen to the people and centralize the message. Now, Slick, just to make this a little local, Slick, check your Twitter real quick. Mayor Adams real quick, Slick, and we could go to celebrity news. This nigga over here ain't saying shit in New York over here, Slick. I've been recently finding videos, and we're just gonna play this one TikTok video of this nigga. This nigga be in all the spots, hookah out. Play the clip, Slick.
Me down. Let me add it first. What's he doing?
Over here, I'm on to you, brother, man. You got into that office and you started using it for clout. One part of me ain't mad at you, but the New Yorker me that's paying all these taxes and all these other stuff, I'm mad at you.
The city could be burning down. My son is outside. We can't even get him outside, but the man's outside. So on a random Tuesday, my homegirl had a bowling party. Sorry, I'm gonna pull up. It's now midnight. It's Tuesday. I get there. My homeboy like, yo, your man's is here. I'm like, who my man's? Like, you'll see. Come up. The bouncer like, yo, you here for Mayor Adams? Hell yeah. Tried my little cell phone with the hills. Mayor Adams got his own section in the back. 6 big booty Dominican bitches. 2 bottles of Hennessy, hookah and hot wings. What's going on?
This nigga ain't saving shit.
This
nigga is not saving shit.
I had to run.
You didn't see the nigga did with the Spanish girl?
I had to run from 6 racks to get in the spot. The city burning down.
Yo.
And you ain't here with the Dominican bitches for
You got
Diamond. What's
migrants
going
here.
on?
You got mental health issues here. You got the streets is not right. The bike.
Fat yo, the streets walk ain't paved. Your MTA trying to raise up prices and shit. Whole world is under construction, my nigga, and you in the spot with 6 big booty Dominican bitches. Adams, I'm on you. I'm on you, yo. In the spot with the hen dog and the hooks. I ain't gonna lie, that's trill as shit, but I'm hating though. As a taxpayer, I'm hating. But you know, on low key though, I see you, my nigga. Just want to say that, Slick. You have anything before we go to celebrity news?
The crazy world we live in.
Nah. Yeah, what other man you gonna be out here? You gonna find him in the spot with 6 Dominican big booty worlds?
That's just what happens if Ghost wouldn't have died in power. We just live in the reality of that.
Oh, so this nigga's Tate. Okay, copy. All right, real quick in celebrity news. These are old celebrity news, but I want to talk about my half Haitian brother, Kai Cenat. He's doing his Mafia-thon too, and it's been crazy. He broke the record in 11 days. He's the most sub Twitch streamer all time, and he on the pace to go to 500K by the end of this month. And also, he is electing some of the proceeds to go to school in Nigeria, which he went earlier last year. So shout out to my boy Kai. But Slick, this Mafia-thon's been crazy. You had over here Kodak Black over here throwing the perk 30 in the air and catching it like it was like some type of candy. You had Halle Bailey over here talking about don't have my kid up there. You had Glorilla. You had Good Luck Charlie there. You had fucking Miranda Cosgrove from iCarly there. This shit's been a movie, Slick. But I want to talk about the Halle and DDG just a little bit because you are a father, Slick. And I wanted your opinion on, even though she has come out and apologized, so I want to mention that for her tweets. But did you see Halle Bailey's tweets about DDG going there with Halo?
Yeah, essentially not letting her know where he was going to be in all of this.
And that sparked up a lot of debate because one, people saying like, yo, he's a father, why he need to get permission? And also there's a lot of the side of the internet that's saying like, yo, she fake weaponized her female base to go after him and it failed. What's your whole thoughts about everything about that?
I heard she did that for the courts. she like, yeah, we about to do for this custody here. But I mean, it's different when it's famous people because like you've always seen people say shit about they baby moms, baby father. It's like it's not that it's okay, but it's like, come on, ma. There's other way to handle this without it being in a public forum. So I feel like there's ulterior motive in why it was used. Like, was it for her to be petty and get at him? Was it for the courts? Was it for whatever other possible reason? But at the end of the day, it's like that shit. That's you guys procreate. You made a child together. It's like y'all can have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? If you genuinely felt the way like I don't want my son to be overexposed. Granted, even though we've seen Baby Halo on TikToks and streams,
there's a whole meme out here.
100%. So I think it's always a conversation, but whether we work out or not, there is a conversation to be had about the well-being of our child and what we think is acceptable. And it's not just a matter of doing it to be petty or like controlling or whatnot. But like legitimately, like I feel a way about my child being in XYZ environment. Let's have that conversation.
Facts. And then it's just like, yo, I don't know if you want to speak on this because you're a father, but it's like, yo, fathers are parents as well. Because it was kind of interesting to see how it went from our child to quickly my child. And it's like, it's kind of like to show the elimination of the father in the sense of importance. And then that just goes into the hopelessness in the sense of men ain't really like, I don't want to say it slick because I want the women on me. We've been doing good for the last couple of weeks. But it shows that. And this is like, black fathers are needed and it's our child. Because if I'm not there and I'm a deadbeat,
come get your son.
But now,
like, come get your son.
But now, if I'm an active and protective father, which Diddy G is, it's like okay. But she apologized, so now I don't want to do too much on her. But it's just interesting to see, and then it's just interesting to see now that the Shade Room been posting Diddy G a lot lately, and I think they have an agenda to hate on him, to make him look bad as well, because they posting even his prank videos that he usually do on his channel a lot. They posting this and trying to get the girlies to hate him. And I was like, bro, why y'all doing that? Yeah. At the end of the day, y'all don't understand that y'all messing up a home. They might have a connection, but people can be influenced by this internet shit, especially if you see negative comments every single day.
That's a fact.
But Kodak Black, I ain't gonna lie, you gotta help that young man. Even though that freestyle that he was doing, I'm wet, I was on the bus by way, it is an infamous Haitian funny video that's been on the internet for more than a decade. I don't think a lot of these young people know about it, but he definitely seemed like that drug is hitting him heavy, slick.
Oh yeah, that Perk 30 was whooping his ass.
And he caught that shit up. He's too geeked up. Kodak Black, please get help, because we lost too many of our people to drugs. And we can't have you, bro, because we love you. Now, Slick, Diddy, shout out to Diddy. No Diddy. That NDA, did you get to see it, Slick?
Yeah, they said you can't talk about me till 20 years after I die. That's crazy.
Whatever that nigga did, he did that shit. In my 50 Cent voice. Whatever he did that shit. All that baby oil or all that shit they niggas been saying, he did that shit. Because you telling me, I can't talk about what you did to me after 20 years after I die.
You gotta protect it. Gotta protect the brand. You know he was wilding. Yeah. That's why nobody said nothing, because they're like, yeah, you gonna get off, but I'm taking whatever you make. I'm getting that and more.
When Diddy say, let's party, you gotta tell him no. And also, I see Meek Mill saying no Diddy, and the sons are hating on Meek Mill now. I'm like, yo, Meek Mill, it's too late for you, brother. Yeah, you gotta stay by your man. You gotta stay by your man. But Slick, this is a topic I want to talk about, even as it does with sports and whatnot. My boy staying on business, Slick.
It's kind of corny though.
Oh my God, I'm trying to bring you back to the OVO side. We right here. He might go on international.
You're not gonna respectfully. I'm glad to say this as a Drake fan. You pulling up into a venue where you're not going to do shit, mean mugging a nigga. For what?
Wait, hold on. But context behind it. He is the ambassador for Toronto Raptors.
Absolutely.
And it was the Vince Carter.
That's another reason why you're not going to do shit, because you're not going to fuck up the bag, because all the other shit might be slowed up right now because of the unnecessary Kendrick shit.
Wait, no, but I don't know. But I'm confused though, because I don't think what DeMar DeRozan did in the past deserved for them to get in the fisticuffs. But I think it was well deserved to let this nigga know, like, I don't fuck with you. I don't think Drake was going there to try to like fight him, because I don't think, because DeMar didn't really say anything, even though what he did, his actions were bad, but publicly what he said after popping out and being in the video, he's been very respectful. So I don't think what Drake did was to try to fight him, but he wanted to publicly let niggas know, I don't fuck with this bull.
There's a lot of other places he could have done that.
You're not going into the fisticuffs,
but then that. DeMar has yes, you said, all right, I don't fuck with you, But you over here mean mugging, fuck out of here, pussy boy, whatever, all the other shit he was doing.
Okay, but the camera, he
matter.
missed the game winner. He missed the game winner, and the camera zoomed in on his face. He wasn't trying to say
it doesn't matter.
Everyone to
it doesn't
see
matter.
It,
you showed up with your biggest hitter with you to the biggest hitter to the left of you. Again, in a
which he always has.
But in a space,
put context behind everything you say, Slick.
In a space where nothing's going to happen. Respectfully, nothing. If I don't fuck with you. And I ain't really trying to go there with you, but again, you're not getting points for that. And I feel like DeMar has been trying to tiptoe the line. Like once she was in the video, nigga, it's already known. I'm not fucking with you. Like relax. You're not gonna be in freaking shipping containers when a nigga's calling me a pedophile in a video and say I'm still your bro.
But that's why he had to make it publicly known. Like I don't fuck with the nigga.
Nah, once he was fine. I just don't feel like all the rah tough shit at a NBA basketball game where you both are working. Like you're not gonna press a nigga at work. You're not like that.
So you want Drake to catch him at a club and fight him? That's what you want.
I just don't do the tough guy shit.
He wasn't doing the tough guy shit. He can't
fuck
look
out of here, pussy. Oh, they put up his shit. I'm gonna take it down. It was giving real high school like the kid that got beat up in high school.
But I respect it because DeMar DeRozan, all his interviews after all his stuff was like, yo, Drake is my guy. It's just music. He's really not. He's really the bro. I felt like Drake probably took that as disrespect. Like, hold on. Not only, my nigga, you went to the pop-out show. Cool. Copy. You dance over there. You crip walking this shit. Nigga, you popped out to the video because he had your name in the bar. And then now you're doing all these interviews saying we're still good. Fuck out of here. Now, granted, my whole thing about it is what DeMar didn't resolve them getting to any physical. So I was okay with it because it's like, all right, it's controlled. Nobody's going to fight. Everybody's going to go to a respectable way so it don't have to go to that level. And the whole pussy boy shit, I don't think he meant for that to be captured. I think he was drunk when he said the snatching the jersey down, but the pussy boy shit, I think it was meant for him only, and they just caught him by surprise. But I'm happy my boy's standing on business, and that's not the only person he's standing on business, Slick. Future, fuck out of here, nigga. You heard last episode we reported, Slick, that they might have got on the phone call and they would have been good now, but Metro's not involved. Slick. Sources tell me that was a lie, Slick. He haven't talked to that nigga. It's up and it's stuck, and I'm proud to stand by the Six God, Slick. Because that last episode, I was like, if this nigga forgive these niggas in less than a year, I'm gonna have to fall back. But he listened to this podcast, Slick. I'm telling you right now, he listened to us, Slick. That's why I'm trying to get you back on the OVO team, Slick. You don't want no Nautica? You don't want no Nautica, Slick?
Isn't it Nocta?
That shit cold. You don't want no gear, nigga. You don't want no gear. You don't want no Air Forces. You don't want no Jordans, nigga. Come back to OVO, nigga. It's up. Release that Party Next Door album right now. We need that. These bitches are sad and they need some loving. Okay. Now, Slick, the Grammy nominations came out, Slick. I don't know how I feel about some of these Grammy noms, Slick.
I feel like they did a pretty good job.
Nah.
About what? I know you're not gonna say no hood booger shit. You're not gonna bring hood booger shit to the Grammys. Let me hear. What's your take?
But
what's your take? Let me hear.
No
this.
Schoolboy Q.
Who's up? But who's nominated above him?
Doechii.
Yeah.
That album was good.
It's been one of the most.
I don't want to say how I'm hating on black women.
It's been one of the most acclaimed, not even rap, but music projects of the year.
Nick, that shit just came out like 2 months ago, gang.
Yeah, and it's been acclaimed. Acclaim happens when the joint come out. It's been well received. It's gotten commercial looks. It's gotten radio looks. What's wrong with that? Schoolboy came. It's good, but you don't hear that shit. You don't hear that shit nowhere.
Cause Schoolboy Q not popping.
Okay, so there's your point. Great music is always.
No, Doechii ain't popping. It's not that. Okay, we got to stop putting a claim to it because I like the. Okay, now you're gonna make me a hater.
But you
am I really a hater? Because I am standing up for someone in TDE, and I'm also hating on someone on TDE.
But you're not going.
I kind of balance.
You're going against the popular opinion. Obviously, you're not a hater, but you're going against the opinion of a lot of people. Her project is well received, is well supported, and it's in different.
The numbers don't reflect that.
Isn't music rap? Female rap isn't selling regardless. But in terms of projects that had when it came out, had it left the imprint, and no one was expecting it, she's up there.
Have you heard any of these songs out here?
Which one? The boom bop shit? The alligator? What is alligator? Whatever something?
Yeah, nah.
But it's a good project. The Schoolboy is a good project. TDE pushed her project more, and again, it was an easier sell. But it's not like it's a bad project. It's not. I'm trying to think who's somebody that got nominated. I'm not gonna say nobody got nominated for bullshit, but. It was a well-received project. I think that it's okay that it's nominated. And again, okay, so that's one person. Who else? Because the Cole project was tough. Who else is nominated for best?
Yeah, no, I like the Cole project was tough though.
Who else?
It, but I don't know. I would have put Freddie Gibbs, and I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to bring up because I saw this in New World more, and I was like, you know what? Freddie's Get Discography is low key up there with J. Cole though, and I think he should have been nominated. He has been nominated before.
He's been nominated before, but then. They're nominated in like down years. Like an artist like Freddie Gibbs is nominated in a year like when Gambino was nominated for best rap album. Like, yeah, you had a good project, but it was also heavy. Who else?
So R&B performances, I like it. They have Guidance by Jhené Aiko, Chris Brown, Residential.
Residuals is going to win.
Jones, if
Residuals does not win, they are dumb. This is one of
it has made for me hit.
It's a TikTok song. Made for me it's a 2-year-old TikTok song.
And here in Coco Jones, Here We Go, and then you have SZA Saturn. That's a tough battle. They don't like Chris Brown. He's not winning.
Honestly,
he's been nominated.
Honestly,
he's been nominated a lot.
I'm gonna fight back on that. I think he's getting back into public graces because again, they just gave him multi-platinum certification, not just off of No Guidance. They gave Indigo multi-platinum. Like legitimately, if you look at the public perception of Chris Brown, especially coming off of this last project, this is probably his most Grammy winnable album he's ever done. And I'm not saying that you have SZA, you have like if he wasn't to win, I would say I'm not going to be heartbroken, but Residual is probably his most organic hit song since Under the Influence, and it's not a TikTok like so like he is legitimately like that is R&B, that is that feeling. It's like.
But we've seen the R&B stuff go.
But I mean, again, it's a tough category. That's why I said I can't be mad at a lot of these nominations because I'm like, all right, I would go that route.
So wait, so it's for best R&B performance, but it's not nominated in the best R&B song.
Two different things because the song is like the structure, who wrote the song, everything. Best performance is like the delivery of the record. And when you play Residuals, you're going to play that shit. Like. All the songs that are on that list will get you play. You put them on a playlist. You're going to play each song 30 times. But Residual is just one of those powerful records where I'm like, that should make you feel something. And it's like my mom knows that song, and that just became a single. Let's put that into context too. Every other song that you named in that list are singles that have been out for months. You had to get the deluxe version of 1111 and go all the way to the 13th track to get to Residuals. And it's probably his most popular song on tour. He just did a high grossing tour. They just recognized him as the highest selling male singles artist next to Beyonce. That's why I'm just saying the things are starting to line. They're going to give him something. I don't know if they're going to give him best African song.
Stand up for your man. You see how I cape for Drake, he could cape for Chris Brown. Stand up for your guy.
That's my guy. I'm not saying he's the best human being ever, but in terms of his work, it's speaking for himself.
Okay.
So that's why
I don't have no dogs in that race.
I don't think he's gonna win best.
I just know Kehlani got 3, and Kehlani better win some almost. I'm Grammys. I'm coming up there.
She's controversial as well right now. She. I don't know if they would touch her right now. I think they got
she in support of Palestine and all that. They're not trying to. Yeah, I'm surprised she even got nominated.
Well, Crash was a good project. Crash was definitely a good project. I just feel like. She's hard. It's hard to touch that right now. Yeah,
it has progressive R&B album, and she also in best R&B song After Hours. Tim's got okay. Here we go. The Coco Jones and the SZA song is getting up there. I think Chris Brown could win best R&B album because Money Long Revenge was great. Algorithms by Lucky Day was great. Coming Home by Usher you had your critique and review on that. So I can feel they could do that. But let's talk about the best rap performance. We have Cardi B, Enough. We have Common and Pete Rock, When the Sun Shines Again. We also have Doechii, NASA, Nissan Altima, Eminem, Houdini, Like That, Future Metro, Yeah, Glow, and Not Like Us. Slick. This nigga Kendrick Lamar is gonna fucking win.
Absolutely, he's gonna win. We knew that already. Drake told you he was gonna win. I think Drake. That's something. That's something you give Drake prowess for. Drake said how the beef was gonna go,
and it went the same way. But nobody gives him credit for that. But Slick, isn't this person supposed to be non-industry in the culture? But he submits his stuff all day. But the man who y'all call a culture vulture and all that, he made his stance by not submitting his stuff since 2021. Slick, we don't have nothing to say about that.
I mean, there's always been his MO. I mean, when somebody showed, remember there was a time all of these niggas cared about the Grammys. Drake saying, "Yo, I didn't win X amount of years because of whatever, if it's politics and substance." At the same time, like, yo, I'm not fucking with y'all no more. Him winning the war and telling niggas, "Yo, this is not the best. This is not the holiday of life." Even Hov saying it, like, "Yo, some of y'all niggas got here and y'all shouldn't be. It don't mean that much."
But they use that. They use the Grammy awards that Kendrick Lamar wins. He has every year submitted that, and for him to submit like that for close to 7 nominations, it's crazy though. He is going to win 1 or 2, at least 1 to 3 awards out of this. But I can't. I don't. That to me feels whack. I ain't gonna hold you. It feels whack. But shout out to the Grammys. It's gearing up a nice first quarter for Kendrick Lamar because he literally has the Super Bowl. Then next week he has the Grammys. So I already know next year about to be a whole bunch of other shit. Real quick, Slick. Shout out to Tyler, the Creator. His album is getting played a lot. There's been talks about removing J. Cole and putting Tyler, the Creator in. What's your thoughts about that? Because you're a fan of both.
In terms, I think you think about audiences, I think as different as their artistry might be, they both have really strong core bases that are going to buy and purchase and support whatever they do. I think that when I think of Cole, he's been positioned as a part of the big three for so long, and he's kind of ingrained into like general rap conversation. And I think that that's something that will continue to elevate him, especially the way people are talking about, his work going into the fall off, right? It's like, all right, you really got to be on your shit to knock off Cole. Now, Tyler has been enigmatic. I think I said that, enigmatic, right? Yeah, that's the word. And I'm a fan, but I was like, it's hard to get through a whole Tyler project unless you're in that base. And it's very artsy. The production is good. The bars is there. But sometimes, like, the best song might be the singy song, right? Or it's like, it's different. So I think Tyler would more so, he could be like a alternative 3, in my opinion.
Yeah,
like,
they need a new name.
Yeah, like a big 3 is a cool concept. It's cool in concept, but I think when you think about like the impact, like Tyler probably got like 6 songs in his career that you can play in any function. Cole got like 20 while still being able to do the other shit. So I think that's another reason I can't personally put him in the big 3, but numbers wise, he's out of here. Like, you could be like numbers in California rappers, he's right behind Dot. Like, in terms of like sales.
Like you said in his bar.
Yeah.
The only people that can replace J. Cole in a big 3 is someone in his class. So that's only Wale and Big Sean, in my opinion. After that, you start up a lot of big 3. I know niggas was trying to rally behind the Baby as either the Baby or Little Baby, one of those two, as the one of the new faces of the big 3. Yeah, I had to come up with a new one, but the only people that are allowed to replace J. Cole in that big 3 conversation is Wale and Big Sean, because they was there around the same time. But okay, even though I hate what J. Cole did, but stop with the disrespect on J. Cole's name. I know he did what he did, gang, and I'm 100% behind y'all. But don't disrespect his discography. That 2014 Forest Hills Drive, classic. I even love Yours. What's the one after Forest Hills Drive? The look in the eyes.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh, I gotta find it. I know what you're talking
And
about.
he's been killing it. And might delete later is fire. Even the last one before might delete later was fire with the middle child. J. Cole is right where he need to be. Now he just can't be 1 or 2, but he's number 3. Okay. Shout out to Lil Wayne and the Hot Boys, BG, Turk, Manny, Juvenile, and the Birdman. They came for a quick performance for Lil Wayne's festival in Louisiana. Shout out to them because I know they had problems before, but at least they got put together. Hopefully I can see a tour because I love the Hot Boys. What you need, girl? I need a hot girl. What you want, bud? That was my shit back in the day. Ask my sister. She would let you know that was my shit back in the days. Let's get into some sports news. Slick. This NBA season has been crazy. Not only a lot of these up-and-coming stars are being injured. Zion, John Morant, Chet Holmgren. But some of these teams are struggling. So you have the Lakers still trying to figure out how to fight under new head coach. New York Knicks is struggling. The Bucks is looking like they about to do a fucking trade in the next couple of months. You have some highlight teams like Cleveland Cavaliers going 12-0 right now, which is crazy to me. I'm like, where the fuck did they come from? The Dark Horse so far. Even the Nuggets is not even looking like the Nuggets, Slick. You're the sportsman and the political man, Slick, but I need you to put your sports caps for this one. What's your thoughts about what's going on in the NBA currently?
It feels like the NBA is in like a gray space. Like it's not as fun to watch right now. Players are getting hurt left and right. Somebody on Twitter was like, yeah, the pace of the game is too fast. They're moving too much, so their bodies are breaking down a little bit more. You're running up way more miles than you typically would at this point. There was a wild stat. It's like star players are on pace to miss like 85 games or 800 games this year in total, considering like how many people have missed games in the first 10. So it's looking nasty. Cleveland, they got a coach that figured it out. I think that they have besides Boston, they have had very little turnover. And with that, their coaches realize, hey, I got 4 all-star players. As long as 2 are on the court at all times, we're fine. And Donovan Mitchell's still a superstar, top 15 in the league. But Garland and Mobley have taken that jump, while Jared Allen is very, very sturdy in the middle, efficient double-double guy. So the fact that they've been able to take that, and in their bench players, everybody's giving them a little something, and they're still missing the white boy Strus, that's impressive. Thinking about the Knicks, right now, Tibbs. Tibbs does not trust his bench. He's missing his 2 backup big men. I think they should have signed TJ Warren. I think that would have been something that would have been beneficial to them just because he's a veteran. He's been out there. We know he can get a bucket when healthy, and they need a big wing scorer. Right? Campaign came back last night. You got Bridges, but not Bridges, McBride, and they're both under 6'4". So your bench, you don't have anybody. You just got the G League guy, the shooter kid, but Matt Ryan, whatever his name is, but he's not dynamic. And then, but 2, you're missing Mitch. Mitch is one of the best rim protectors and the paint defenders in the NBA. So you get him. You saw what playing with Rudy Gobert did for Cat. Imagine you put him next to Mitch, who doesn't need the ball, but then Cat's willing to throw that lob. Like the Knicks look good until the fourth quarter because they're tired. So Tibbs has to really, if you're going to, you don't have the depth, you got to play 8-9 guys. That's important. The West is going crazy. Steph is out here wilding. Chet Holmgren broke his hip, so go OKC. We're going to see what they look like. It's just one of those weird times of the year when it's like, all right, everybody's trying to get right, but everybody's also hurt, or they got a new coach, or they got new players. So continuity might win out, but we're still about maybe a month away from knowing who's for real and who's a pretender.
Yep, I agree. It's just funny. These young stars can't stay healthy, bro.
But it's also their physicals. They're not like.
And I think I saw in the Gilbert Arenas episode where they're not going at it at practice like old school. They're not, and also they're going against backup. They're not going against actual niggas who's trying to destroy them. And also, a person like Zion shouldn't really be doing basketball drills. he's built like a football player. For him to go slow and then speed up and to jump high, that caused a lot of wear and tear. So they said like how NBA focus on bodybuilding. Because look at KD, that nigga's still skinny as shit. You feel me? So I think that's something that they need to start looking into. Like the Saints, hit up the Pelicans, be like, yo, put this nigga on this regimen. This is what we have for ID linemen. Just real quick to college football. Shout out to Deion Sanders. Buffs, baby. Let's go. They out here killing shit. They just recently beat Texas Tech. They're looking good right now. They have 2 players, semifinalists for Man of the Year. Shador, Travis Hunter. So I just like what Coach Prime is doing. Everybody clowned him for going 4-8, and now they're 7-2. Shout out to Deion Sanders out here, and hopefully they continue winning. They also get into the college playoffs as well and have a chance to win in the chip. But just before we get into more NFL, you want to give a quick update to your fantasy? How we looking this week?
I'm 3-0. I'm playing some bum nigga with LeBron on his team. But
this week is a trying time out here. You feel me? The podcast co-hosts are going at each other this week. Last week we did good. I got me a victory. He beat a tough opponent, so I like that. But Paul George, my nigga, come on, Gango. I know you don't want to do back-to-back over here. Come on, gang. CJ McCollum, come back, gang. I need you. And there's a lot more stars out here. That's. I was looking at the bench. I was looking at like free agency to see who I could pick up. Slick. All these motherfuckers are injured. All the good niggas.
The waiver wire is terrible. I'm just sitting here like, yo, I'm trying to make a move and I don't even know what to do.
So next week, talking shit, or I'm gonna be talking shit. But NFL wise, a nigga come out with a nice dub. You feel me? I'm back in playoff contentions. Straight up to ass CJ. My guy McCaffrey came back, gave me a nice little 17 points out here. Shout out to my boy C-Mac. NFL's looking good right now. Shout out to Lamar Jackson. He might get the MVP again. If Jared Goff, because Jared Goff, you threw that 5 interception. Y'all niggas should have not win that game. Jets, I don't want to talk too much about the Jets. Like that just made me sad just now. They got their ass.
Yeah, they got.
I'm talking about straight belt to ass, like straight belt to ass. I couldn't even look at the game afterwards, bro. And then in the Chiefs, my nigga, do you think they could go the whole season undefeated, Slick?
They haven't had a dominant win in a while, so I think I wouldn't lean towards it. But I think the fact that they're winning all these games ugly is preparing them for the playoffs. But again, you don't want to, be eking by in the regular season to get caught in the playoffs. So I think the fact that they just picked up Hopkins too, I'm like, let's see what this looks like. Shout out to the Giants for realizing that Daniel Jones should not have gotten that money. We should have kept Saquon.
Oh yeah, and shout out to the Eagles. So Jalen Hurts, finally, nigga. I almost had to bench you for my boy, Donald. And he came back looking like ass, even though the Vikings are still winning. But my nigga, 4 TDs, straight belt to ass to the Cowboys. And the Cowboys, once again, all you Cowboy fans, suck ass. Y'all niggas is ass again. Y'all not going to the playoffs. You just gave that nigga all that bread just for him to be injured. You gave that nigga C-Day, Lamb, whatever, all that shit, just to be blinded by the light in that in the stadiums. Y'all niggas ain't gonna win a championship until Jerry Jones release the reins, nigga. Release the reins, Jerry Jones. You're not gonna win. But this week it should be a good week for me, fantasy-wise, NFL-wise. Hopefully everyone stays healthy for me. And I'll get y'all if I have some woes or not. But let's get to our song of the week. If you listen to this on YouTube, please exit and go to your favorite streaming platform, preferably the live podcast app, which you could download on iOS and Android. And you can find our previous songs of the week on our Apple Music playlist or our Spotify music playlist. Hey, that was Lil Uzi Vert, Lightyear from the Eternal Take 2. Go support. But that was our song of the week. You can find our previous song of the week on our Apple Music playlist or our Spotify music playlist. But that's not what you're here for. You're here for the people's choice, the people's favorite. Slick, drop it.
I can be toxic, but so what? You gonna love it here. Shit, fuck is you talking about? We have fun over here. It's very fun here.
And it's fun indeed. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Toxic Service announcement. All right, this TSA is sponsored by the one and only Heart of Moisture.
This Might Not Go Well podcast is sponsored by Heart of Moisture, your most trusted distributors in all things beauty. From hair products to wellness tools and more, we provide you with access to beauty supplies from wherever you are. Follow us on all social platforms at Heart of Moisture and visit our website at heartofmoisture.com. Let us know how we can serve your community when it comes to your wellness needs. Email us at admin@heartofmoisture.com for more information. Essentials with ease.
Go support Black women business. All right, this week's TSA is Slick. We got a couple of topics here, some old, some new. But Slick, you know how they always talked about like the Ciara prayer?
Mm-hmm.
Slick, I might need the Cam Newton prayer, Slick. Cause Slick, there was a recent clip that went around. Cam Newton admitting that he's slapping other Jones. Because if you don't know, he's currently with comedian Jasmine Brown, and there's a recent video of him saying, you know, he has cheated, but anytime he's cheated, him and Jasmine go on the walk, and they basically discuss what she can do better so he wouldn't cheat again. And you know, everybody started it, you know, hitting her up like, yo, I'm praying for you, I'm checking on you, making sure you're fine. And then she's talking about, I'm fine, trust me. I know who and what my man is. Ain't no secret or surprise. He can come talk to me about anything. Why not just be single if you're going to cheat? I feel you. However, men just be wanting to fuck. Once they do that, they back to temporary thinking straight. It's real ghetto out here. I get it. I don't blame y'all for wanting to be single. But if you spend enough time talking about men about this topic, y'all see that it's not as shocking as it may seem. Slick. Yeah, I need me one. I need me a Jasmine Brown. Slick. You feel me? That accept me when I'm weak of the flesh. Slick. Oh, shorty, accept you when you just get weak of the flesh. Is a shorty that you need to keep. She know where home is. She know that little bop around her was nobody special. Slick. She know I'm gonna come around. I'm gonna still come home with the bacon and love on you, girl. I just gotta stick my pork and something else real quick. Shout out to Jasmine Brown, Slick. I know we have a clap emoji, but I'm gonna clap for her.
You wanted to personalize the clap? That's crazy. That's wild shit. Damn,
She's the real MVP, Slick.
It wasn't that dumb when I was outside.
That's what I was saying. She one of the rare fews. He's literally said, like, yeah, we take a walk and we sit and talk about what happened. I'm like, oh, she letting you kill off of that?
He's also worth like $100 million, so it's a different conversation.
So you telling me I can only do this if I have bread?
Absolutely. You wasn't getting.
So I should be fucking with Trump, because everybody who got Trump got a nice deal going on right now.
He might make you the director of some shit, you know, international house pussy or something like that.
Yo, hit my line. I'm being Teflon Donnie, because I need me meals. Like, you know, it's sad. It's so sad though, Slick, because it's like, damn, girls will really put up with some shit if a nigga really have the means to support her life for real.
That's a fact.
But Jasmine Brown, I have to be mature a little bit, Slick. I can't be that reckless.
That's because you broke. Think I'm broke too. It's fine.
Come on, Slick. I need to be mature, Slick.
If you mean mature and broke, sure, go ahead. Carry on. That's what they be saying. Go ahead. My fault. I'm sorry.
I'm not going to rag on her, because this has obviously been a conversation that they had amongst each other, and whatever they set as their standards for their relationship is for them. I know as many people are trying to get her, and even though Dr. What's Dr. Brian? I don't know her first name. I want to.
I know you're talking about. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
She's been on a warpath. She's been doing a lot of interviews and basically saying like, yeah, she's trying to break that cycle between Jasmine and Cam. I'm not going to shame you, baby girl, because obviously for me with the cheating stuff, I always dislike cheating because I always thought it wasn't player. Because you're telling this girl a lie. You're telling this girl you being monogamous. Yeah, you know, we all in this together, but you're cheating on her. Like, you're not even telling her what it is. So for that part, she understands and she accepts it. If that's how you want to live your life, cool. I'm not gonna knock you, shorty, but I guess this is out of my tax bracket to even understand, to even imagine, right, Slick?
Yeah, but those not regular people problems. You try to get that shit off with your regular 9 to 5, you might get stabbed in the throat.
That's offending. But shout out to you, baby girl. Shout out to you, because she used to make content about this, and now she living that life. Now, Slick, you know who else I want to give a shout out to? This man of the year, Slick. I can't even pronounce his name, Slick.
Ibang Igonga.
He is some type of financial person in a foreign land, Slick. But Slick, this man is the cassette king. This man is the cassette king over here. Recently, they found over 400 sex tapes of him messing with the wife of the director of presidential security, the attorney general's wife, the daughter of the director general of police, the wife of his pastor's little brother, his godfather's wife, his century's wife, his bodyguard wife, 15 friends of his younger sister, his pastor's wife, the wives of several ministers, his own little brother's wife, his uncle's pregnant wife. And Slick, I happen to do research purposes, because over here in this podcast, right, we got to back these claims. We got to really investigate these stories, Slick.
Fair.
He set the cameras up. Shorties are looking at the camera being set up, and they throwing it back on this nigga. Both of these parties willingly consist of having these sex tapes. And Slick, it's about 4 of them. Slick, and he now, Slick, I ain't gonna lie, not to glaze, but I'm taking his move, Slick. So if I put my arms like this to my chest, I start hitting your shit, shorty, you know where I got it. You feel me? What? He just like, oh my God, what is life? Slick, come on. Don't leave me out here, Slick.
That man,
don't leave me out of here.
He out here lending meat, bro. What's that video you sent last week? He like, sorry, but she leasing meat. He's out here slinging dick. That's crazy. I read this story. I was like, what? Mans is really looking at the camera like on some, like breaking the third wall. Like, yeah, I'm about to kill her shit. She know I'm about to kill her shit. Well,
he's a Guinean man. I don't know where the hell this country is.
He about to die. They gonna kill him. He's about to get stoned.
Over 400 sex tapes, bro. And they all... But I'm like, bro, you got no type of loyalty, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. You got no type of loyalty. Not only your brother, your pastor ain't safe. Your little brother ain't safe. Your security... Bro, you fucking your security's wife, gang?
Yeah, I told you he gonna die. That nigga is not protected by nobody. The Lord, his security, all that shit. Thou shalt protect him. His thou's about to get back.
This nigga did not care. He was like, yo, anyone can get hit. Yo, shout out to you, bro. All right, Slick, man. I just Slick, I want to do a quick little rage bait with you, Slick. I want to do a quick rage bait, Slick. Here's part 2 of ordering too much food, Slick. And I just want you to play a little bit. Play the first video. And let me know what you think.
All right, hold on. This is Snail Trail. I can't hear you. I think you muted.
No, it's the I just sent it to you.
All right, let's get it.
Y'all will literally not believe what just fucking happened to me on this date. I'm gonna have to call y'all when I get in the car. Yeah, fuck you talking about. Okay, so I'm back in the crib. Y'all would not believe what just happened. Like, I literally went on a date with a guy, and let's just say, mind you, he's sitting right next to me. I ordered what I want. He didn't want to order anything because he ate. So he just ordered a drink. I ordered what I wanted, and he hears it clearly because he's right next to me. The food comes. He started making all these comments. Oh, you ordered that? Oh, you gonna eat all that? Mind you, I told him that my friend flew into town and that after dinner I was gonna go see her. Cause she wanted me to pull up on her.
We don't have to, because this is over a minute video. We don't have to do too much, Slick. So in that situation, Slick, you take a girl out on a date real quick, but you know that she about to go hang out with her friend afterwards. Slick, you just gonna do a quick bite to eat, right?
Yeah.
Not too crazy, right?
Yeah, it's like appetizer.
What if that same shorty order a half a dozen oyster, a couple of drinks, lamb chops, lobster mac and cheese, Brussels sprout, crab fried rice, and some more stuff? When you know for a fact that she's not going to be with you for more than an hour or two, Slick.
This is my girl, or this is just somebody I'm taking on a date? That's mad inconsiderate.
Taking her on a date.
That's mad inconsiderate. She know that's mad inconsiderate. She just trying to play the victim because she was shocked that a man had the audacity. Well, not audacity, the respect for himself. Like, yeah, nah, that's it. Because then he left her $100 right for the bill.
Yep.
I respect
Slick,
that.
here's the funny part about it. She's about 25, and the nigga that took her out is about 45. So it's like, originally I was with you, but my nigga, you're 45, dating a 25-year-old. Play your position game. You know you sugar daddy. Come on now.
Nah, that's true. I didn't know he was 45.
You know, now usually I would rag on shorty. But my nigga, you dating a young 20-year-old. She know you old as shit, Gingo. You know for a fact you gotta provide if you fucking with a younger shorty. Or if you don't want to do all that, then you fuck with the older shorties who be, having, don't have the stomach to ingest all that. But these young Johns, they can eat. I'm letting you know right now, these young Johns got an appetite on them. They eating out here, Slick. They eating. Now, Slick, a lot of rage stuff, because I like how you reacted to the umbrella stuff last week, Slick. I want you to play this next video, Slick. Are you a fan of crumble cookies, Slick?
I've had it once. It's a lot. It's very excessive. I think that. Okay. Yeah, never mind.
But play it real quick, Slick.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how I feel about seeing y'all grown man come out of crumble cookie with y'all pink box. I don't know. It's kind of making me question y'all masculinity a little bit. I know it's not gender specific cookies, but listen, them cookies not that good. All right, you going in that by yourself. You ain't got no girl with you. You look a little bit sassy. I had to say it. I'm sorry.
Shut the fuck up. Stop complaining. Why is everything gotta be you look this or you look that? That is so corny. So corny.
Niggas can't eat cookies no more, Slick.
We can't do nothing that's a trend unless it's with a girl. Like, oh, I can't enjoy cookies. Like I said, do I think the cookies be a little overrated? Yeah, you're gonna say because he went and took the pink box, went to go get some shit that he liked. Shut the fuck up. If you don't, if it matters that much to you, then you don't get no cookies neither, bitch. Relax.
No milk and cookies. You don't get no milk and cookies out here. What is wrong with y'all? Even though you are right, Slick, because them shits be like 1,200 calories for one cookie. Yeah. I was like, God damn, nigga, y'all putting crack in this shit.
I had the French toast cookie one time. I was like, yo, this is like legitimately like 3 slices of French toast. Like I this is cool, but I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah, nigga, you definitely getting the sugars. But shorties, crumble cookies, niggas can't do shit. I'm letting you know right now, Slick, we've been saying this before. Men cannot have fun if women are not allowed to be a part of it or show you it. I'm starting to jack that logic heavily recently. But real quick, Slick, to some stud news, Slick. Are you going to the City of Dom event in Baltimore, Slick?
Yo, I seen that. When I seen it was in Baltimore, I'm like, nah, I don't want it. Those is real gang studs. That's not for me. I ain't gonna
lie. That little stud on the right corner with the fade, shit's alright.
Nah, you wildin'. You ODing. She look like Tory Lanez.
She got little titties on her.
You over here looking at.
She got a little tattoo.
She like Tory Lanez after the hair transplant. You good, bro? That's on you.
But I do. We could say the bisexual stuff for a lot of weeks, like. But I just wanted to just talk about how this segment has launched on its own now. Cause shout out to Big Money V. She was recently celebrating with her friends in DC. All of a sudden, I get a video of like, yo. She showed me. She took a video of of a table full of studs and was like, yo, I got them in the spot for you and Slick. And then you hear Slick. I said Slick the video. She was like, what did you say, Slick? Hold on, let me get the proper.
What did I say? I don't remember what I said. I don't remember what I
said. I said Slick the picture, right? Slick was like, yeah, those studs? I said, yes, sir. I don't see any heat at the table. Tell her to get closer.
I ain't see no heat. I ain't see that. I was there.
I ain't see no heat. So, shout out to Big Money V over here because, she not only sent me a lot of pictures, but she also showed me one of them trying to holler at her too. I was like, oh shit, she about to get the strap on you now. shout out to Big Money V for the recon out here. You feel me? We could make this a fan favorite thing too. You feel me? Send me your best videos or some studs in your adventure. Shout out to my studs out there. I love y'all. And I will be at the City of Doms in Baltimore. I will be getting a section, so look out for me out there. You feel me? Shout out to my studs out here. Now, Slick, I have two options before we get to I would choose one. Slick, do you want to have a serious conversation, or do you want to have a lot of funny conversation before you gotta choose one? Slick.
You can pick. I'm fine with whatever.
Oh, Slick, damn. I think we did a couple funny. I want to let's see what your thoughts about the Yelp review. Slick, play the Yelp review TikTok real quick.
Hold up.
And I want you to understand. I want your expert opinion on this.
Something tells me I'm gonna be mad as fuck right now.
No, you're gonna actually be good. This not bad.
This is my nigga from what's it called? Oh, this is my guy.
Yeah.
Men work so hard to get you, and then when you finally get them a chance, they won't put in the work to keep you.
Oh, sometimes it don't be there when we get there. Damn. Yeah, no, I'm tired of not leaving Yelp reviews, bro. Y'all need to stop going quietly on some cool. Like, I'm not saying this about every woman. I'm not saying this is a majority. I'm not saying none of that. Matter of fact, I'm not saying it's the woman at all. Perhaps I did everything that I did. I pursued you, and once we got into an intimate enough environment, we realized this is where we should stop. We don't belong anywhere closer to each other than what we've gotten so far. As a matter of fact, this is a perfect time for us to get off the boat without crashing.
Over there, Slick.
I think too often we...
And I want to have a conversation because I often had a lot of female friends tell me this. Yo, guys, in the beginning, he was putting so much effort into getting me, and then he got me, and then
he met
just
you.
Feels like
he met you. There was no missed. Fuck, never mind. Let me shut up.
No, this is for you, nigga. I'm gonna add it for you. So Slick, give us your version of why guys tend to fall off after they acquire the girl after putting so much work in.
That's easy. The idea of you is so much better than the reality.
Hold on, write that shit down. Give me a gunshot, Slick. Come on now.
Not a write that down situation.
Not you write that down, but the niggas who listening, right?
But I think that a lot of times you can kind of trump up something to be more than it is or what it needs to be. Or like you go rule of 80-20 or just wherever you are in life or what you're looking for or what you're missing. This goes men and women, right? I think more so women will put up with it. Like, again, the body count perception, this person got status, I'm gonna fuck with them type situations. Like a lot of women will put up with more. Or like once they let you in, you kind of still have that in regard as long as you're playing that role. I think with a lot of guys is like, for us to pursue for real, outside of just a slay, even not just I don't even go that far. But us just to pursue in any instance, it's like, all right, bet. What if I know what I'm pursuing it for? Or even if I'm like, all right, cool, I'm pursuing it off of I'm trying to clip, I like you or something about you, I want to get to know you, you popping, so I'm trying to fuck with you, see if like you really popping. It's like once you get past that threshold of what you were trying to achieve, you kind of get into that space where it's like, all right, I fuck with this. I could do this. We could be here. It still feels fresh after I clipped it, or it still feels fresh now that we've, gone on a few dates. Or it's like I still have, like, every nigga knows when they got something good because they're going to be like, all right, bet. I still want to see you. Everything stops for you until something, some kind of ache or something kicks off. On the flip side, if it's like, all right, mission accomplished, there's nothing else here. I don't enjoy hanging out with you, or what you showed me, like the parts I got to know was fire, but then there's nothing else. What do I do here? That kind of makes you pull back. It's like, damn, all we do is fuck. That's cool, but I don't want to, we don't have good conversation. We don't watch shows together. We don't have a lot of similar interests outside of fucking. Go ahead.
Or better yet, you have me chase after you, but you don't find no interest in me. Mm-hmm. I think that's something that I've came across a lot. Like, yeah, you chasing after them, you living up, you trying to plan all this stuff, but you don't see no reciprocation from her. Mm-hmm. And the thing about it, so it's like, it is so crazy, because I was having this conversation with my homeboy the other day. Men are so easy when it comes to just showing some type of energy, and it kind of reflect bad on us, because it's like our standards are low. But for like, I was telling my homeboy, and my homeboy was telling me like, yo, if I take you to the movies, right, after a couple of dates, right, you just offering to pay for the popcorn, even though I might pay for the movies, or I might even pay for something after we do, you just offering to pay for the popcorn or just covering the popcorn, show, oh, you want to help. You down with the partnership. You down with that. And I often, so bringing back to this topic, and I also have these conversations with my homegirls, I'll be like, yo, him. Oh, what you mean? Like, he's the guy. He's supposed to be doing all this for me. I'm the woman. I'm just, and it's like, that's why he stopped. You haven't reciprocated no type of energy. You haven't showed him that you want him. You haven't showed him none of that. So when a guy is putting effort in, shorties, make sure you put in your own effort. And it's not, and then think about it, what a lot of women get, because I know that triggered a lot of women just now. I'm not asking you to show the same effort. And I think oftentimes when we have these relationship conversations with women, they think that we want them to do exactly what the men do. We don't want you to do exactly what the men do. You can show effort by the little things. If you know I'm gonna meet up with you this day, and you happen to know what my favorite snacks are, it could be like a freaking Snickers bar. You bring that up like, oh yeah, I stopped by the store and I know you like Snickers, and I bought that to you. Mind you, don't cost as much as the date, as much as the guy's gonna pay for you, but it shows like, oh, you actually listen to me. Oh, you actually care about me. You actually show some interest in me. And a lot of guys, and this is fucked up from guys, and I don't applaud guys for it, but a lot of guys at halfway point be like, oh, this girl don't really like me for like that. She want me to just chase her. But since I've already been halfway through, I'm going to complete the mission by clipping, and then I'm going to fade away, which is bad. But the more of what I'm trying to say, women, is if a man is showing you a lot of effort and trying to get at you, make sure you show some energy back, because that's going to have the man continue. It can't be one person pouring into a other person. It has to be an equal amount for it to blossom into a relationship.
That's a fact. That's a good, well said. Look at you being mature, and I was being a dickhead.
All right, so let me do a little freak one too. Medical prostitution. All right, slick. Okay, shout out to Carlos Miller for going to Club Shay Shay real quick, and he had this to say about prostitution. I just wanted to get your thoughts real quick.
So
hold on, it's about to load up.
You said you wanted to legalize prostitution.
Yeah.
Why?
Medical prostitution.
What kind of medical prostitution?
Think of how much depression is out here. Think of how many young men out here sad, nothing to look forward to. They don't even know how to talk to women. They need that.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Everybody don't got access to go live like that.
Oh, Lord. I heard of medical marijuana.
Yeah.
But medical prostitution.
Yeah. I think that should be an industry that is regulated, that people can enjoy. And it would take a lot of stress off going 50-50 and where to take her for a date. A lot of people don't have conversations like that. Right. They just the means to an end. And if they did it right and clean and kept everybody safe It'd be dope. It'd be dope. It probably.
Slick, as a person who advocates for mental health, Slick, I stand behind this message. Imagine if your therapist say, like, you know what you need? Instead of putting you on antidepressants, putting you on some type of medications, how about I'm about to
prescribe
Diamond
for you. She's about to come see you.
A session with Diamond for you. 1 session, 2 sessions with Diamond, and your depressive mood will clear on up, Slick. I approve of this message, Slick.
I bet your ass do.
Almost. You're not fucking with the medical prostitution, Slick. It's regulated. It's clean. You get your mind charts. You feel me?
Imagine seeing pussy in your mind chart. Oh yeah. Your melatonin. I mean, whatever levels is really, really low right now. I'm gonna prescribe 18 hours of pussy for you. Gonna spread this out over 6 weeks.
I just did your blood pressure. It's a little high. Are you stressed? Do you want Crystal to come to your house? Slick, we might Slick.
You gonna have to fill.
We can start some shit. We can start. Donnie is in the office right now. Slick, I know he down with the fuck shit.
You about to have us go to prison. We about to go to penitentiary. Fucking with this stupid shit.
Down with the fuck shit, Slick. If we write a bill, Slick, we can get this shit in his first 90 days. Cause the first 90 days he's gonna try to pass some shit, Slick.
He about to.
What would we call it? What we would call this medical prostitution? It gotta have a fun. It gotta have a good name for it.
This is some shit. I know I should have just went to the choose one.
Medical pro for all your hoes. I like that, medical pro.
Pussy partners, nah.
Oh, pussy pal. What's the shit when they pet dogs for therapy? Hold on, what's
therapy?
That?
You getting some therapy cooch?
Therapy cooch. If you're suffering from if you're suffering from dry dick, from depression, from no money, and then the copay got to be like 25 or 50. You feel me? Copay,
the copay definitely is giving urgent care prices.
And then if you have Medicaid or Medicare, you can only get low tier holes.
Yeah, this is a bitch. She got a couple bullet wounds, cigarette burns.
And if you got the good Medicaid, you got the good insurance money, you get the premium shits. You feel me? You gotta pay a little extra for that though. And ladies too, we're gonna have dick for y'all as well too.
Dick for days.
Come on, dick for dames. Dick for dames. You praying? We're saying on $1 billion industry right now. You saw how much OnlyFans got.
Why do you want to go to jail so bad? What is?
You see how much OnlyFans is revving up over here, Slick? And we said niggas don't sell our idea. Matter of fact, we gonna have to cut this part out. Niggas got to take. I swear, Slick. In a year or two, if I see this shit get legalized, Slick, I might have to crash out. Well, shout out. Come on now. Therapy Cooch and Dick for Dames coming to your state soon.
We're gonna call them ClittyPals, like clitoris, ClittyPals. ClittyPals, there we go.
In the episode, name of the episode. I had Dadocrats because I thought that was good, but hold on, how you say it?
ClittyPals.
ClittyPals. Clitter. Wait, check the board and see if I spelled it right.
Hold on. Yeah, ClittyPals.
ClittyPals. This is the name of the episode, Slick. We got one. Last week was Nipplegate, and now we have ClittyPals. So if you hear Dadocrats or ClittyPals, you know why. All right, let's get to this week's Choose One. Shout out to All Deaf Squadcast. We took this from them. Slick, all right, would you rather win the lottery, but the winnings can only be used on others, or win the lottery and disappear? That means having no contact with anybody in your life. Choose one.
Am I a simp or a sucker? What's the one?
You either heartless and you don't care about nobody in your life right now, or you're the most selfless person in life.
You could have asked me this 13 months ago. I would have had a different answer for you. But because of where I'm at in life right now, I guess I help others. Because I'm gonna get that tax write-off, so I'm gonna be good regardless. Give me my bread on the back end.
So that means for your daughter, you could spend millions of dollars on her. That's not bad. And you're shorty as well.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
I'm disappearing, my nigga. I love all y'all. Slick, I love you too, brother. You've been a good brother for over a decade, but peace. I'm out. I can make new friends in a different country.
That means
I love y'all niggas.
I don't gotta wake up and record no more. Say less. Go ahead. Somebody give him $1 million.
Just know I'm gonna be somewhere with hooks and thoughts. I'm gonna be the American. I'm gonna be Mary Eric Adams in different countries over here. You're gonna catch me in Dubai, shitting on bitches' chest.
You about to really be outside with the ClittyPals.
Oh man, let us know in the comments section which one you choose. But I think that's a good way to wrap up this audio journey. Thank you guys for rocking with us. All right, you feel me? Please download the Live Podcast app on iOS and Android, and make sure you follow us on all social media. This might not go well. If you're in the brand deals, business opportunity, please email us at thismightnotgowell@gmail.com, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe on our YouTube page, and rate us 5 stars and leave a positive reviews because that helps out with the algorithm. I'm the voice of Outside, B Breezy, aka Poppy Size Zone.
And this shit, I am your father. This your boy Slick Grace, and we out, y'all. Y'all be great.
To Cal.
Try to tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Okay. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always saying something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it. One take. We're not even doing it again. Keep that. That's the one.